Introducing, in the red corner, fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, weighing in at 143 pounds, with a professional record of 11 wins, 5 defeats, 1 draw, with 9 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Steve Barreras. And in the blue corner, originally from Ghana in Africa, now fighting out of Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 142 pounds. His professional record consists of 18 wins, no defeats, with 17 KOs. Here is the undefeated Ike Quartey. 6 rounds of boxing.
This young man, Ike Quartey, is considered the best fighter to come out of Ghana, and we've got Azuma Nelson, the WBC 130-pound champion, who's held world titles for 12 years.
Arnie, tail the tape. Check it out.
Well, you're the Intercontinental Champ, Quartey, 22 years old. Got a 6 years younger than Barreras, 2-inch height advantage, around the same weight. Not much of a reach advantage, 3 inches.
Ike Quartey, as we said, now making his home in Los Angeles, California. Mitch Halpern says, let's get it on, and indeed we do. As we said, 18 wins, 0 losses, 17 of those wins by knockout. We are told by his handlers that Ike likes to put the people to sleep very early, and we'll see if he can do it tonight.
Big right hand. Watch for the right hand.
He's only fought once in the United States, guys. And that was against Kelsey Banks, who he knocked out in 7 rounds. I believe it was at the Great Western Forum.
We will see more of this young man. As he said, he is now settling in Los Angeles, so looking up his competition and make his way up the 140-pound ranks. And you talk about a motherload of talent like we did at 168. There's just as much talent at 140 pounds. He's got his work cut out for him.
The junior welterweight division, we all know what that's about. And he's going to have trouble getting fights. You know, you come in 18-0, but he's 22 years old. He's got plenty of time. And right now, he's got Steve Barreras in front of him. And Steve, in case you haven't noticed, is a southpaw. And from what I've been told, this might be the first southpaw that Ike Quartey has fought.
Ike Quartey coming in, as we said, Ghana, an African champion, and his second sighting here in the United States. Fought all over. The WBC Intercontinental champion and has been ranked as high as number 9 by the WBC, so he is making his way up the rankings. And looks very sharp here the first 2 minutes.
He is managed by Harold Smith. We all know Harold Smith.
No, not managed. He's advised.
Advised?
Yes, that's the official word from the Ike camp. Okay. Straight right hand rocks Barreras. Looks very composed, very structured style, and certainly has a terrific form, at least the first 2 minutes of this fight.
And he's a little bit, you know, you could tell that he hasn't fought a lefty, because that right-hand jab is landing when Barreras gets it, when he does throw it. Quartey just getting used to what that's about. Quite often a fighter comes in, he finds out when the bell rings that he's fighting a southpaw.
They called that win at the Forum, Arnie, over Kelsey Banks his most impressive win to date. They felt that was kind of a turning point win for him, and people took him far more seriously after he took out Kelsey Banks.
Well, you could take a look at his list of opponents, and I guarantee you the only one you ever heard of was Kelsey Banks.
Right. Very composed, cool customer is Ike Quartey.
Good right uppercut by Quartey there. Stop Barreras in his tracks.
Barreras been in with some tough guys. Skipper Kelp, Robert Wangila. Been in with some tough guys. Tough guys.
Quartey, as amateur down in Africa, was 55-4. As we said, an amateur champion from Africa, Ghana.
Arnie, it looks to me like the southpaw Barreras is standing right in front of the right hand of Ike Quartey.
Well, he was just on top of the left foot. Watch the right foot of Barreras as he puts it on top of Quartey's left foot.
You will receive
6 junior welters coming at you. Ike Quartey looking very impressive the first 3 minutes. And Steven Barreras coming in, as we said, with a mark of 11-5.
Missing from the arsenal of Ike Quartey in the first round was the body shots. He didn't throw too many body shots. In fact, I don't remember any.
He has a split in his trunks, and this could be something that Riddick Bowe might want to take a look at. He might have a little sewing machine here at ringside.
Well, maybe that's a sign that he should be moving up to welterweight.
We saw his handlers bring that outfit in today. And they are obviously didn't check it too closely.
Yeah, they were brand new shorts. I think he wasn't going to the body earlier, Pedro, because I think he was a little bit tentative about Barreras being a southpaw. When he would go down there, that's when that right-hand jab, and then there's a good overhand right that he gets caught with. Barreras could throw that a little more. He might be a little more effective.
Barreras also got a lot of scar tissue around the liver on the right side of his body. I don't know if he was involved in a burn there as a young man or what.
Barreras has the legs of a running back. He could obviously get a lot of power from there if he would start turning on his punches, but he has not done that as of yet.
You know, Huey, it's hard to get power on your punches when you're fighting in wrestling shoes, because you look at those shoes he's got on, he's got the toes of his feet off the ground.
Ike Quartey coming in at 18-0 and proving to at least everybody here at ringside and the crowd here, once again, a packed house. I was looking for a couple comp tickets, and I was told they were sold out, so I guess I show where I rank, but another big crowd here, our monthly show at the Riviera Hotel and Casino.
Are they doing a great job or what? Our director told us that he's doing a great job.
Well, that's a given. That is a given. Round number 2, scheduled 6, junior welter Steve Barreras and Ike Quartey coming at you, green and gold. And Barreras accounting himself a little better here in round number 2, but so far, Ike's still pretty much in control. Very quick hands.
Very quick hands, very tight defense.
Well-schooled fighter. And when you look at that 140-pound division, it is very hard to figure out how anybody can make his way up there very quickly, because he'll have to fight a lot of good fighters to get top 5 ranking.
So right now, I think he's not fighting a southpaw properly, and we've been through this before. We were through it last month. He's not throwing enough right-hand leads. He's fighting him, just trying to use his jab. And Barreras, quite frankly, is catching that jab on his gloves. Counters the body shot by Barreras with a left hook. Didn't seem to be that effective, though. He's going to have to throw the right if he wants to knock Barreras out.
Well, the right's his power punch, no question about that.
Well, and also just the fact that he's fighting a southpaw, and that's the natural way that you're going to have to go.
Right hand leads and left hooks.
There you go.
A little boxing lesson here at ringside. Okay, round number 3. We're set to go. Mitch Halpern is your referee. And the combatants, Steve Barreras and Ike Quartey, and we're set to go. Barreras trying to establish a little more offense here. Quartey looking to lure him in, maybe try to land that right-hand check.
This is an important developmental fight as far as Quartey is concerned. Let's be honest, you must have some left-handers on your resume if you're going to move up the ladder.
So far, an impressive display. Quartey, we haven't seen that patented right hand, but
Like I said, for a while there was a talk about matching Quartey with, but at the time, undefeated Romelis Ellis. And Ellis, being a southpaw, would have given Quartey fits.
if this camp told me earlier today that they've been approached by the Chavez people twice about a fight with Julio Cesar Chavez, which I think would be rushing this young man a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
As his next fight for the man they call JC Superstar, December 15th against Greg Haugen. Should be a dandy fight. December 15th.
A lot of controversy over that card. We watched Quartey throw a combination. HBO's claiming to do a show that same night just above Time Entertainment, and it's sort of the New York papers. There's a big Mexican standoff going on between the two of them, and one of them, just nobody knows which one, though.
King said he's going to move 1 week later. That's what he's talking about. He wanted to move one night before, but Diana Ross is doing a big pay-per-view concert that night. He doesn't want to go up against that.
Diana entering the equation. Round number 3, and Ike Quartey looking very
Who'd
sharp.
Diana Ross ever beat? Let's be honest. She cuts, you know, I don't know.
Very methodical display so far of Quartey. A nice right uppercut. The nose is bloodied of Barreras, you can see, and it looks like there could be a cut in the left ear as well.
So we were talking about King and Aram going toe-to-toe on the 5th of December. Let's be honest, King show is much more viable.
Oh, without question. That is going to be a terrific card.
Well, the other show is a contrived show, but at this point they've got their HBO main event that they're talking about is Ray Mercer versus Bert Cooper, and a non-title fight for Tony and a non-title fight for Barkley. But when you're doing a pay-per-view show on the same night, every household you lose is dollars.
Yep.
And it's a senseless war in an industry that doesn't need this right now. But we'll let them fight it out.
And we'll do our racetrack and sports bar.
Ringside position checking in, and Mitch Halpern said that is it. There's a nasty cut over the left eye, and Mitch Halpern, that is extremely serious cut over the left eye. And Mitch Halpern, a young referee, has decided to stop this at the advice of the ringside physician. And Ike Quartey will get a TKO here, and he'll up his mark to 19-0 with 18 knockouts. Methodical, didn't land the big shots that we were kind of anticipating, but he got the job done. And,
well, Huey, I think the problem was that he really wasn't properly prepared for a southpaw. He was winning every round. He was the more aggressive fighter. He was the busier fighter. But if he's not going to throw that right-hand lead, and as Pedro mentioned, you got to follow that with the left hook afterwards and circle a little bit differently, you're not going to knock out a guy like Barreras other than stopping him like this on a cut.
Dr. Robert Voy was the ringside physician who saw the nasty cut over the left eye and looked at Mitch Halpern and said, let's call this one off in the 3rd round here. And Ike Quartey will get the TKO win.
No one has money.
2 minutes, 50 seconds of the 3rd round. The winner by a TKO and still undefeated, Ike Quartey.
Tell him why.
Ike Quartey gets his 19th win, 18 by knockout. He'll continue on. As Arnie mentioned, he will be fighting often here in the States, trying to build up his record and ranking and looking for a
Joe Gotti.